Just going to walk around and take a quick video of it here. Yeah. It's more or less the engine that I'm looking at, so just want to see here. Real heavy duty tires on there, hey? Look at that.
Well, somebody screwed them on by like a
Moto-Mower, yeah. Huh. That is cool.
Okay, so I just got home. Well, I got home last night, but brought some more projects for the hoard pile. This isn't the original motor. This machine here is meant to have a Tecumseh 5 to 7 horse on it. So this is only a Model 14. It's huge, but I believe they only put out 5 to 6 to 7 horsepower. Has a bee nest in the flywheel. You can kind of see it popping out down there. It turns over. What's wrong with the snowblower here is the sprocket here is broken off. So needs a new sprocket. Not too big of a deal. Zoom in there. Man, the sun is so bad I can barely even see this viewfinder here. There we go. I'm not sure if that's going to show up or not, but Model 14. So, old cast iron. I actually have another one of those engines. That's a Model 14 cast iron, and I got a Model 23, and I got about 3 of these guys now. 16 horsepower IC engines. This one here turns over, seems to have compression, seems to be complete. I don't see anything broken on it. So, now I was also thinking, man, that tractor or snowblower actually has room that I can actually slap on a big ass 15 horsepower engine. Well, I mean 16 horse. So I could toss on a big 16 horse engine onto that snowblower. So you look at the way it's made. You know, the guy already has the extension at the back of the motor here because it's not the original motor. So I could actually get away with shoehorning a big ass engine like this onto it. So, you know, go from an old 5 to 7 horsepower right to 16 horsepower. Yeah, I think she would fly. So, and I got actually one of these with electric starter generator combo. So, you probably can make something work. Okay, so I got it off the truck. I'm just starting to look over it. Motor most likely has a stuck valve, but that's normal from sitting. It probably been sitting 10 years, maybe 20 years. Missing a gas cap, but I think I fell off in transit. Doesn't seem to have too much for rust inside it. Looks to be pretty good. So, yeah, I know I could get that motor running, but it's a cast iron Model 14, which only put out 5 horsepower. Actually, maybe it was 6 or 7, I'm trying to remember, but it was between 5 to 7 horsepower. I guess it all depends. Also got another Model 14, but the aluminum version up on the truck there. But this is what I'm thinking right here. 16 horsepower is an industrial commercial Briggs. It's from 1981, so it's actually not that old. I also got another one from 1977, and then another one I can't remember, but the other one is just for parts. I got 2 complete ones. So I'm thinking I might even try to shoehorn this engine into there. Now, if you look at these 2 engines, if I put them actually side by side, this one's only going to be about an extra maybe 1.5 to 2 inches taller, so it's actually not that much bigger. So, so I'm thinking, you know, that snowblower with a big ass engine, yeah, it'd probably break the shear pins if it even has some. As you can see, it's pretty much all chain drive inside there. So, thinking I might try to shoehorn on that engine. Might be a pretty fun project to do. Well, the other option I was thinking is with this engine here, it makes 16 horsepower at 3600 RPM. But if you turn it right down and set it so it only runs at, say, 1800 RPM, and I could probably turn a 5 kilowatt generator with it, so 5,000 watt generator. So I'm just thinking belt drive it to a generator might be a pretty neat project to do. And I'm also thinking, being a 15 horse engine, I can belt drive it to a generator and a small air compressor at the same time. So
might be a project I might do with it, because I do have two of these. One has the full blown garden tractor package, I guess you could say, with the electric start and generator and everything like that, where this one doesn't have any of that. It's just a bare basic pull start and go kind of engine. So I got to decide, either put this on there, or I do even have just a standard newer 5-horse that would actually move. This thing is still pretty good, so that'd be the easiest one to hook up. I got the Briggs & Stratton 5-horse, so I got to decide what I want to do to it. Now I do have a Tecumseh, either 5, 6, 7 horse, I don't even know, which is actually pretty close to what came stock on this in 1973 or something like that. Can't remember exactly what year it's from. Of course, that's not the original motor, which I already said before. This motor here is from, I'd have to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that motor's from about 1953 or something like that, 1954. That one's from 1981, and that other one there, the Model 14 aluminum block, is probably from early 6th, or it would have been pre-1958, because it still has the older serial number on it. So, anyway, what do you guys think? Should I put the 16 horse on this, or should I just put on just like a cheap 5-horse? Again, I don't really need this as a snowblower. We already got 3 of them. Got the one there for the garden tractor in the pile there for the Sears S16. And I also got the little tiny one that's down there in the corner. And actually, I should say I get 3 including this one. I used to have another one, but I sold it to one of my buddies because yeah, it was a pain in the butt to keep it running. So anyway, what do you guys think? That motor on this little tiny snowblower, hot rod snowblower. Sweet. And for anyone that cares, this thing here actually has a little gearbox on it. It's just forward, reverse, so it's all chain drive. Right now it's in neutral. Chain links are pretty seized up. Of course, that all need to be oiled. So I'm actually looking at this. It wouldn't be hard to put on big wheels, because I'd want to put some pretty heavy duty wheels on it. Then I'm looking here. Got a little bit of crackage happening on the bottom there. That's nothing to weld. The sliders on the bottom seem to be all in pretty decent shape. So yeah, it might be worth putting on a little bit of money into this thing. Anyone that cares, there's the model number on it. So you can see someone welded on a plate right onto the back. Welds kind of look like shit, but hey, if it works, eh? A little bit of loosening linkage. So anyway, don't know if I'll get time to work on this year, but sooner or later I do plan on making something out of it. And of course, my cell phone's ringing, so I gotta go.